Well, this looks like a good place to start. How about we start picking right here? Hey guys, how's it going today? It is Labor Day today. It's Monday. The shop is actually closed today, and now I get to process some great thrift stuff that I just found. So, yesterday I was in Ohio. I'm going to share with you this video. Oh, I like that purple glass. Isn't that pretty? $1.50 each. It's interesting. I can already tell by by the tags that they're not those barcoded ones. I don't know. They definitely have their own pricing. It's very different here compared to others. Oh, I love those back there too with the big bubbles on it. But yeah, it's Labor Day. The shop's closed today, so I get to hang out with you guys for a little bit here. Tell me what your plans are today. I'm gonna get into my thrift stuff. I found some good stuff in here. I'll show and share with you as we go along here. So I'm going to play with that for a little bit and do a little work. And then I am going to probably sneak out with Matt. And oh, I love all those colors. I think Matt comes by and glows them up later. I think that's the ones that were really pretty. I like these right here. I do like this design. The gold on the edge was a little rubbed off, so that's the only reason I was debating. So I left them there, but these are very sought after because with this design, you can hang your scissors and things through the little lace loops on the outside. So a lot of people love the look and they find them very practical. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Erie, Pennsylvania, and hoping to get out in a little bit and maybe do a trail, take a walk, do a little business, do a little pleasure. At first, I'm like, what are you guys? Are you little bowls? Because, I collect bowls for my beads and things like that. And then I realized, yeah, that's the bottom. So they're upside down. That's kind of cool, right? I mean, I guess you could use them as a little tiny dish, or they could be your candles. But I think that's the way they go because they have those little slots in the top so your candles can kind of like melt and hold on. So I really like those. I sell candles in my shop, so I'm always buying candle holders. I don't know how old these guys are. I got to do a little research. I found one of these. Yeah, just didn't really do it. Oh, here's Matt. He came up behind me. He's got the black light. And yeah, he's on the hunt as well. So, like I say, when Matt's with me, he's just hoofing it. He's on his, he's not pushing a cart or filming bit by bit. So he'll run around and then you may see him arrive back and go, look what I found. So I'm like, oh yeah, good job. Put it in the cart, babe. So this was cool. This is really heavy. I don't know, it's soapstone. So it's a modern piece. It's scratched up a bit, but it's a very nice piece of art. We're going to put it right back there. And yeah, Mr. Bear, you face ahead. Don't be looking at what's going on back there. That's none of your concern. That's none of your beeswax. Oh, I like that. That is I think this may be a handmade pot. Not that guy. That's cute too, with that little whitewash over the flowers. But yeah, I like that a lot. I've painted a ton of pots in my lifetime. And yeah, you can Mod Podge or you can just hand paint. And anyhow, tell me too in the comments if you too love a colorful pot selection. I don't know. There's such joy in that. Oh, we got a puppy dog, a coonhound. Sweet little boy there. And then we have a flower. Now, I almost picked this up. I didn't. I was debating because I was like, I think this is what it's for. You see that big white section right there? I'm wondering if you're supposed to mark on it with one of those like dry erase markers. For example, welcome September or something like that. What do you think? This guy is, he's got a broken tooth or a tusk. And I found this guy. I thought he was maybe like a painted, handmade ceramic piece, $2.50. He's a bank, but I can't tell. Is that? It has to be. That has to be a homemade piece. But look where they put the flower. I love that. A flower on his big nose. Maybe it was a handmade piece. I was questioning. I thought, well, no, maybe he's mainstream, like mass-produced. But now that I relook at it. Okay, so something must go on the top of here. What do you think that is? You got a gold apple. This looks like an old piece. I'm not sure what the holes are for. Again, could it be a pencil holder? We could be friends. We got some gold decor. That's nice. And then a bunch of lanterns down here. This is cool. It's plastic, but it's got that lattice look to it. Any one of these lanterns down here would be perfect for fall if you want to decorate, if you find those. I've done so many projects with lanterns like that where you put a little bit of greenery inside of it and you put a battery operated candle. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty, so cozy. I like this as well. And look at that crackle effect that's on it. It was only $4.50. It's a magazine rack holder. Excuse me. Now we're in the wooden section. That's nice too. Can you picture this? Like when I see this, I could see this maybe inside a door and then, cut some lavender and then tie it off and then just kind of like hang whole bunches of it, off the little hooks right there. So that's what I do. I like to pick this time of the year right now, like in the summers, I pick lavender, any sort of flowers. And I picked that one up. That was cute. Check me out. Did you see that? It's so cute. Be you, be kind. I like the color. I like the saying on this as well. That's really nice. $1.50. Room Essentials. But yeah, just, before the snow comes, the change of the seasons. Happy September, everybody. Who's excited because pumpkin spice everything. I posted a meme yesterday and it said it had like a dog riding a big cloud overtaking the city, and it said September 1st. Pumpkin spice is coming. Matt said he was going to buy me a new ride back there. Might be able to afford the gas for that one. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like these beautiful blossoms. Okay, so debating. I like that. 50 cents. My gosh. I feel like that's a no-brainer. So we got the plates. The only thing is, that's the creamer. This is the sugar dish, but it doesn't have its lid. It doesn't have its top. So for that reason, I decided to leave that pair there in the plates, but I am taking this one mini plate because I feel for 50 cents, that will just be, a small little trinket dish. Somebody who loves vintage might just lay it on their vanity or next to, I don't know, where they do dishes to take their rings off in. That's pretty. I like these dishes. They're heavy. They're ceramic. They look like an old pink glass. Okay, so Hobby Holly. I want to say Holly Hobby, but it's Hobby Holly. This is a collector's plate, and I was like, this probably is going to be really popular right now, only because cottage core, simple living, slow living is really gaining popularity as many people want to unplug from the rat race of life. And I feel like my audience would love this. Holly Hobby is, yeah, she was basically a character that was made up in, I think it was like the 1960s by an illustrator, and then the 70s and 80s, it was put in all kinds of decor. But yeah, she's a beloved rag doll and started off as a greeting card line, and then that really was popular, and they then went and turned it into all kinds of other things. But I think it's really, really sweet, and she had a revival period. I read about how in the so she was really popular. Has always been popular. She would be considered like a very classic character, but then her original release was those dates, and then later again she had a revival in the 90s, early 2000s. And I really feel like now with grandma core, yes, it's a thing. Cottage core, just people, goblin core, getting in touch with nature and just those old, beautiful vintage throwbacks or authentic vintage. Yeah, so I picked it up. All that to say, I picked it up. My horoscope said this would happen. I like that. That's hilarious. If the glass wasn't so thin, I would have picked it up, but I don't even know if that would have made it home. But if I see anything with horoscopes or anything like that, oh my gosh, yes, that will definitely sell in my store. Look at the colors of these. They're aqua little casseroles. I'm going to make one for me, one for you, and invite you over, okay? We're going to put chili in it. We're going to have cornbread. It's going to be a good time. Who wants to come? Then I found that classic candlestick, just white, ready for the candle. These bottles here, I debated getting these. I thought that would be so pretty with a little bit of dried flowers in them. This one has some weird and wackiness going on in the back of it. you guys ever remember reading that book? Oh, I used to be fascinated with this book. It was called Wacky Wednesday. Tell me if you know what that book is. Yeah. That's just, when I said that, it just reminded me of that book. Wacky and Weird, Wacky Wednesday. I like that green little serving tray in the back. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fire King. So I saw this, and this is a piece of Fire King I can definitely get behind. We've got a divided dish going on, my friends. Okay. And then I'd like to guide you around the edge where you can look at all that beautiful gold adornment. So yeah, Fire King was popular, or was produced 40s to 60s. And yeah, they would actually, believe it or not. So when I looked this piece up, it said it was mid-century modern, estimated to be about 1950s. That's what I found on the interweb, and it said that it was dishes like this. Fire King was actually given away at gas stations, or even in bags of flour and things like that from grocery stores. It amazes me. I just find it so interesting how many beautiful pieces, dishes, collectibles was given away, like at carnivals. Like we know carnival glass. Oh, I love that very deep divided dish back there, but I can just imagine. I mean, even nowadays, I really love old dishes. And I'm just thinking, if a store gave away old dishes with stuff and there was a collection, yeah, of course you'd be very interested in, like, I want to buy your stuff because I need the next dish in line. Like I'm going to need to complete my entire collection. I don't know. Tell me if you think that's really neat. I think that's really neat. And then you grow your table setting based on, you're buying flour and you open it up and you're hoping to get what, the missing piece that you need or something. Different times. Boo. Sometimes I wish that there was an actual time machine, because I would love to jump aboard a time machine and just be a fly on the wall and observe life in the different decades. So this right here, I do believe was maybe, oh, see, Matt's got this shirt on and he's directing me over here, right? Yeah, the man with the Halloween shirt, with the Bucky's Halloween shirt, is like, hey, check these out. And I'm like, I want them all. Give me one of everything. $2.50 a piece. Yeah, we're going to get into that. I'm trying to think what I was just saying. I can't remember what I was just saying. But anyhow, here we are. We're distracted now because you know what? These have our full attention right here. So this was a whole set of, I loved how they're made with a hard resin, but it looks like carved wood. And they're done very whimsical, very magical. You might even say kind of vintagey. I love it. Like, look at B-Boy over there with the wings. Yeah, the big puffy dress with the stars. Oh my gosh. This guy here, he is definitely vintage. He looks like an old mold, like ceramic mold. And then, he has a few chips, which makes his value and beauty just, you're a handsome, handsome, handsome figure. Scary figure. So anyway, I put that in the cart. I think that's going to go. A lot of people, love Halloween, spooky fall in general. But a lot of people love to collect vintage Halloween. So I will put that stuff out all year round in my shop because I run a magic shop. So yeah, get in my cart. Look at the colors. They're so vivid. They're so fun. Now I'm going to look through this bin behind it as well, just to see what's here, because you never know what's in these bags. Sometimes the one thing, oh, we got some eyes. You never know when you're going to need a new eyeball. Because you just never know what's in the bags. And sometimes just one thing in the bag makes it all worth it. All right, now I'm just going to pop over here and look in the basket section.